everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and we have some more Captain Marvel news. Are we tired of Captain Marvel yet? I'm a little tired of her, but, you know, I'm still kind of curious. We have, as a species, this morbid curiosity. You know, for those of us who do pass the SJW versus human test, I will link that video in the description. It was like my previous video. Go take the SJW test. It's kind of a fun little experiment. So let's get into this whole Captain Marvel nonsense. I love the evil duck there. He's kind of cool. This comes from Cosmic Book News. More controversy hits. Well, I suppose we gotta read the headline, because here, clip this if it's right. Disney lying about Captain Marvel box office numbers? Question mark. Don't get me with the clickbait question mark, please. Don't get me with the clickbait question mark. But you know, this is why I'm here. I'm going to read the article entirely. I'm not just going to go blindly by the headline here. More controversy hits the net surrounding Captain Marvel as it is suggested that Disney may be faking the numbers and lying about the film's high box office, reported to be 153 million domestically with a 455.7 million global haul. Users on social media have been posting screenshots of their local movie theaters where screens for Captain Marvel are empty. Oh, mine, opening night, 7:30 screening, 50% empty. Like, seriously, there was only maybe 30 people in the whole theater. It was a small theater too, but it was like 50% empty. I can also add that none of my local theaters had sold out shows, including the Thursday previews, with the 3D screenings being particularly empty that I had noticed. Yes, and yeah, there was no trouble getting seats. I think I got my ticket probably the day, like 2 days before, and it was really, really easy to find really good seats. Because I tend to prefer, if you guys don't have this, try and find their theaters that you can like reserve seats so you can like pick out which ones you want. Those are the best. I really, really love doing that. And then I can buy it online. I don't have to think. I don't have to decide while I'm there. Conservative author Jack Posobiec, who called for the Captain Marvel boycott, posted the following video on Twitter, which has received nearly 50,000 views, questioning, what is going on here? Here's my local theater on Friday night before the 10:20 Captain Marvel showing. Wow, empty. So he's got a video here on social media. Is this an actual link? Oh, this is an actual link. All right. So here's his... Yeah. That's kind of awesome. This reminds me of Solo, a Star Wars story. That's pretty similar. And here's one of the things before I even continue reading in the article. We have more screenings for Captain Marvel than any other of these movies. You know, I believe it was on 300 more screens than Black Panther. They'll probably go into that in this article too. But yeah, there's just so much proof of like nobody in these theaters, but there's so many theaters showing Captain Marvel. And yes, you know, you pile that on top of the people who genuinely wanted to go see Alita or go see something else and decided, hey, I'm going to stick it to you guys and I'm going to pre-order. But here's the thing with the pre-orders, you know, most movies don't have pre-orders for anything other than like a Fathom event or the big movie that's coming out that week, like the Marvel movie, the Star Wars movie, the event sort of movie. So there you go, or whatever biggest opening movie that weekend is or whatever. That's kind of crazy. What's going on here, he questions. Don't you look at me like that, bitch face. Seriously, do not look at me like that. And your eyeliner's smudged. I should know. I had to touch up mine. It's a little smudge. It's because I have the light right there. Does that bother anybody? It bothers me a little bit sometimes. I think I'm going to put another one over here to have a little more even lighting. The video shows screenshots from Twitter users who note, here's my local theater on Friday night before 10:20 Captain Marvel showing. Wow! Another user posted, 3 Saturday evening showings for my theater are almost empty. Identity politics marketing, Brie Larson, rumors of Captain Marvel being ham-fisted into Endgame over established characters. It's killed any buzz. This person, I'm really not complaining, but 3 Star Wars movies and now Captain Marvel in empty cinema. This must be how Bob Iger lives life. Another added about the Disney CEO. Advantage of not working Fridays, almost empty cinemas for Captain Marvel. Hell yes. Parking lot for Captain Marvel 97% empty today, just like it was Thursday at 7 theaters. I checked with the media lied and said it did 20 million. Thank you. Thank you. Next, another fan tweeted. While it's unknown if Disney is actually lying about the box office numbers, the Hollywood trade site Deadline did fib about the flick's initial numbers when it claimed Captain Marvel brought in over 160 million in an attempt to put down the trolls. Oh, I like this site. Cosmic Book News. All right, we're gonna bookmark you. You're a good site because they got trolls in quotations. The site also initially reported the Chinese box office. China doesn't like it. I've heard rumors that China did not like the male bashing shit. Ooh, yeah, that's what I've heard. Let's see. Initially reported the Chinese box office number to be numbers incorrectly, as they reported it to be the number 2 Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in China, but actually it came in at 3, and is now learned that it's fading fast in China. Ooh. We're gonna get that. Obviously, Deadline was spinning the numbers to make Captain Marvel look a lot better than it is to create hype in an attempt to get more people to see the movie, just like they said they were doing while I reported the correct numbers prior to the film's release. Yeah, see, I like this person. Why don't we use you? I like you. Thank you. Send me your articles. I like you. Prior to the film's release, also saw the movie review aggregate site Rotten Tomatoes, run by former Disney exec, turn off users' ability to rate and comment on the movie. Rotten Tomatoes also restarted the audience score following Captain Marvel's release while it was at an all-time low. I do have some friends that run large movie theaters, so I'll see if I can find any info on Captain Marvel sales and report back. That's wonderful. See, now I have to check out the $1 billion Chinese thing. It's from the 11th again. Will Captain Marvel be a hit? Will hit? Oh my god, I was doing so well too. Will Captain Marvel hit $1 billion box office? I'm not good at headlines. Articles, I'm better. No, I'm not. I'm bad at reading these. But I'm entertaining. Hit the thumbs up if I'm entertaining. Captain Marvel soared into its opening weekend, which was expected to bring in $153 million into the U.S., $303 international, giving the flick a current worldwide gross of $455.7 million, with talk now turning into the potential of $1 billion box office. The movie stars Brie Larson as the cosmic, superpowered Carol Danvers, who battles the Kree and the Skrulls, with the Earth caught in the middle. Oh god. See, and then I hear Scree and the Krill, or the Skrull and the Krill. Yeah. Those science fiction movie people, stop naming things so familiar. I just watched Red Letter Media's thing and they called them Krulls. It's like, I know that reference. Yes. It's just so confusing because, like, you're too similar to other things. Like, I'm a huge Orville fan, and I hear Krill all the time. With the Earth caught in the middle. Yes, and of course, I do have to pick apart the scene where she's like, where he's like, prove you're not one of those things, and she shoots the thing. Oh yeah, they can't do this. Your people can't do that, though. Nobody else can do that. And how does he know? How does he know they can't do that? He has to take your word for it? And don't be bitchy. She's so bitchy to Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. It is offensive how bitchy she is. Like, I'm embarrassed how bitchy and condescending she is to this man. He deserves a little more respect from that, okay? Or than that, from this little blonde white bitch. Sorry. I can say that. See, that's the rule, right? If you're white, you can bash other white people. I don't care. I don't know. Cause for concern. While the numbers are good, they did fail to meet the January high estimate of 180 million, as well as Deadline's recent estimate of 160 million plus from a couple of days ago that tried to prove the trolls wrong. It was also initially claimed that the movie opened in China behind Infinity War, but Captain Marvel actually trailed both Captain America Civil War and Infinity War in the Middle Kingdom and Venom to give it a third best, not second, opening for an MCU film. Captain Marvel also had a steep 36% Saturday-Sunday drop in China, which is more than normal. We could also argue that Captain Marvel could have had Black Panther opening numbers 202 million, but that some fans stayed home due to the controversy surrounding Brie Larson, so the cause for concern is there. Will Captain Marvel hit $1 billion? I don't think so. I don't think so. With Captain Marvel off to a good start, there's already talk of possibly hitting $1 billion, which might be a stretch, but it could happen. Yeah, I suppose. I guess we could never say never. And here's the other thing. I do wanna like give some annotation here to my box office prediction. My 95 million was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't even calculate the Thursday previews into when I was like planning out mine. So even if like the 110 actual 3-day that was inflated up to the 150 because they got what were they saying, 40 million on Thursday or something ridiculously high like that. Even if you consider all that in, I guess I wasn't too off. Oh well, but that's the thing. I'm not like the expert on the Marvel Cinematic Universe box office, so. But you know, I like to kind of be a little proud of my guess. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad for a normie. Next weekend will be the big test for how the film, which will reveal if it has any staying power or if the opening weekend saw the hardcore fans show up. Comparisons are being made to Batman v Superman, which had a high 166 million opening, but its second weekend saw a whopping 69.1% drop, with its third week opening dropping another 54.5% and its fourth weekend dropping 61.4% more. That's embarrassing. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Disney and Kevin Feige obviously are hoping the Batman v Superman effect doesn't happen to Captain Marvel, as they are hoping their gamble casting Brie Larson in the role, in addition to changing major story elements that the MCU, doesn't cause backlash similar to Star Wars The Last Jedi. Oh, it already has. It's too late. It already has. This is already Last Jedi level crazy. What made Black Panther such a huge success was that a lot of fans went to see it more than once. That is true, and it didn't insult those fans, but with Captain Marvel having so many lackluster reviews and being hostile, it doesn't come close to having the same repeat viewer as Black Panther. Captain Marvel is just not a very good movie. It's not that great of a movie. The cat is the best part of the movie. Nick Fury is the other best part of the movie. Ben Mendelsohn, another amazing part of the movie. Brie Larson, not so much. And you know, there's nothing really worth seeing this movie a second time for. What the second, there's probably already just highlights of Goose the Cat. There's probably just all Goose the Cat reels. And you know what? There's an hour-long Goose the Cat live stream where he's not all CG and stupid. So he wasn't stupid. Just the CG was a little bit much. Comparing Captain Marvel to movies with similar opening numbers such as Rogue One, The Dark Knight, Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and The Hunger Games reveals a potential box office of around $1 billion to $700 million. Batman v Superman finished with over $873 million. Yeah, I don't know. $1 billion to $700 million. Yeah, that's a really, really safe bet. This is like playing Guesspionage and Jackbox or something. Some things are really safe bets. This is a pretty huge. That's a pretty huge safety zone, I think. Oh, and here's all their Phase 4 stuff. This is what worries me. If this is where they're going with just all this fluff writing, this unimportant, overpowered shit. They're gonna kill. They're just, people are gonna lose interest. People aren't gonna care about this anymore. Disney and Feige also have the Avengers Endgame coming out within a few weeks. That's true. Oh boy, we got news about that too, probably coming up, which will feature Brie Larson. Ugh, no. Just put her in a coma, write her out. Just write her out. Have Thanos come in, knock her the fuck out in one shot. Just backhand the bitch. I'm serious. If any character needs a punch in the face, it's Captain Marvel. And I'm not talking about the actress, I'm talking about the character. Lord. Let's see. So they would want any Captain Marvel fallout to affect their final Avengers movie featuring the original cast. Avengers Endgame is more than likely safe from any potential Brie Larson backlash, so there is probably not too much to worry about there. I don't know about that. Disney also released a cool clip of Endgame at a recent meeting featuring Carol Danvers meeting Thor and the rest of the Avengers. That was the spoiler. That was the end credit scene, or the first end credit scene. She came across very, very bitchy. She was very much out of place. She was very much... Oh, that end credit scene was not good. It was not good. Goose the Cat one was very good. If you're a cat person, watch the very, very last one. He's adorable. The bigger worry will come with Marvel's Phase 4, when the characters and actors such as Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, and Chris Hemsworth as Thor are no longer part of the MCU. You know, all the characters people actually care about. And then with Guardians of the Galaxy being kind of what it is now, and being, yeah, there's really no reason. There's really not a whole lot of reason to care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. I mean, if you do, it's great. If you do, but, you know, for a lot of people who really invested in these other characters, right? Kevin Feige, he's already confirmed that Brie Larson is essentially replacing both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, and she does not have the tits for it. I am sorry, she does not have. When I say that, I mean she's not worth her tits. She's really not. She hasn't earned her place there. She hasn't earned her stones, and she's not interesting, in my opinion. This character is very much a Mary Sue, very overpowered. Her entire character arc is she pulls a thing off of the back of her neck and turns into a giant photon torpedo, basically. Is you know, it's so stupid. It is the type of superhero a child would write. A little child who doesn't understand things like character and story, and then this is the best thing ever, and they can shoot lasers out of their hands and take down missiles and bullets and torpedoes and ships. Yes. Replacing both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, which is the Captain Marvel movie retconned as the new face of the MCU going forward. Not Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange or Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. But will her draw be as big as the Avengers? No! Doctor Strange is probably my favorite movie. People loved Black Panther. Dude, I don't think anyone would have a problem with Black Panther and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and all these kind of newer characters coming in. And Captain Marvel, you could bring her in as well. You cannot have her as the only one that's important. You have way too many other established characters that are absolutely wonderful. She didn't earn any of this. She doesn't have a history with Thanos. She doesn't have a history with a lot of these people, hardly. You know, she was just some chick who stood too close to an explosion to get superpowers. And her character development is take a thing off of her neck. That's it. She doesn't really have that much. I know you're gonna nitpick me, probably, the Captain Marvel fans. That, you know, she overcome all these men and all these males telling her to stay down every time she got down. The whole point. Here's the thing. Listen to Chubbawamba's tub thumping. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down. That is the whole movie. Just the chorus. Not even the rest of the song. Not even just I get knocked down and I get up again. That is Captain Marvel the movie in a nutshell. Also, we cannot forget Orange Cat Good. That's Captain Marvel. So here's the thing. Going back to the original sort of thing, I would not be one bit surprised to find out that Disney is using alternate means to inflate these box office numbers by using the 4-day method, by basically putting the movie on so many screens, by charging more money per ticket. Thursday night preview tickets were $2 more in some cities, $1 more in other cities. My theaters, more 3D showings than not, just to get that extra couple of bucks for the 3D tickets. This is one of the things that they did to falsely inflate the numbers. I mean, and they worked. Other tricks, buying out or giving out tickets for everybody who spent $50 or more at American Eagle Outfitter, the jeans company, the store. These little tricks are how they inflate the numbers to get these numbers, when we know damn well there's not a lot of people actually seeing these movies. And while that ticket number might sell, and you know you're going to say, did Disney buy their own tickets? It's tax deductible if they actually do that, if they buy these tickets for promotional purposes. It is like the McDonald's execs that have free Big Mac cards, that they can, or free McDonald's value meals. They just hand them out, and they're good for life for anybody who works for McDonald's. I've actually known people who have these cards who work for McDonald's in the nonprofit, the charity section of McDonald's, and they have these free meals for life. And that's one of the things that they do because it's tax deductible. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? This is one of our new favorite sites. We're gonna go back to that more. I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Sorry this is a bit longer one, but I don't want to just do one article here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!